Hola mis amores, hello lovelies, welcome back to my channel. Today's reading is for those of you graduates out there. Congratulations on this major milestone in your life. Whether you graduated from K through 12 or a college, university, or if you even went back to school in your older years, this video is for you. This is another Pick a Reader collaboration where I gathered together a group of 6 of us, tarot readers, to provide you with messages. And if you're already subscribed to my channel or you know what tarot pick a card readings are, then you know what to do. You don't need to watch the entire intro. But for those of you that are new to my channel, hi, I'm Velvet Cat and I share knowledge and inspiration through art and tarot to provide answers for any questions you could be experiencing in your life, advice messages from the angels that are watching over us, motivation to follow your dreams, and all around empower you in love, career, health, mind, and soul. If you've never heard of tarot, or maybe you have, I'd like to start by mentioning that it is not what you might expect. I've come to learn that it is simply just a tool by which those of us that choose to use our innate spiritual gifts can do so to provide you with encouragement, guidance, and confirmation of your own intuitive feelings about your unique life path. And what is a pick a card video? Well, usually I provide cards or trinkets for you to choose from, but in today's video, I'm providing you options of readers from which you will be choosing intuitively which reader do you really vibe with so that the reading you pick resonates closest to your life. And once you have decided on one of us readers, then you can check out the pinned comment or description of today's video to click on the timestamp next to our name, and the video will fast forward itself to your reading. These are general readings divided into just a small group of options for everyone that is watching, so not every detail will resonate. Take what is for you and leave the rest for others. Be discerning as to how you translate the messages to your life. But if it doesn't sound like you at all, then you might have not picked the right reader for you. You can come back to the Pick a Reader section and pick a different one. So the readers you could choose from for today's graduate messages are Mumeanha DivineStarseed, Tarot by Melissa, Jupiter Sun, Kim Szeto, and me, Velvet Cat. Take a moment to breathe in and breathe out so that you can pick one of us tarot readers intuitively with which one of us do you vibe with. And once you have decided, check out the pinned comment or description of today's video to click on the name of the reader that you chose, so the video will fast forward itself to your reading.
Also, what's up, beautiful souls? Welcome. Thank you for choosing me to deliver you this message. My name is Mumeanha. You can call me Mina for short. Thank you to Kat for having me participate in this amazing collaboration. Messages to the graduates. We're going to hop into it, starting with the pre-channeled message. Coming out of your comfort zones, a key portion of this. Where you're about to go, I see this light of expansion around this collective. And some of you are antsy. You're like in the middle. You're ready already. You know, as soon as somebody fires off, you're on the race, running the track. And for others, you're kind of sitting still. You're a little anxious. It's like you want to move, but you're fearing the unknown a bit here. You're fearing what's next, or the pressure of what's next, the disappointments of the past, and if you're going to repeat them or relive them, and etc. Even though you might have graduated from school, or for some of you, you could be graduating from a certain event, it's still this fear of, but I don't know what I'm supposed to do now, or I don't think I want to do what everybody is telling me to do right now. Being authentically you and putting time and effort consistently into what it is that you truly desire to do, and not just everyone else's interpretation of that, that's going to be a huge portion of this message. But let's not make this whole thing just a pre-channeling, because you came here to also see some cards. So let's shuffle the tarot and get at some more detail on this, all right? But for those of you that are gearing and ready to go, staying consistent with your path, very, very important, okay? Ooh, that just flew on out. The Chariot. Your chariot awaits, darlings. Conquer them doubts. Conquer them fears. You don't need to know everything right now. All you really need to know is that you'll be triumphant and successful in what you do. It's just a matter of the efforts you put in. The only thing keeping your dreams and desires from being a reality right now is you haven't made a move on them, wholeheartedly yet. That's the only thing stopping you. Right? So I see a lot of you guys are moving into independence. You're starting to learn how to, it's not just about doing things on your own. That's a part of it. But new energies, like new connections are coming towards you, different from what you typically would invest your time in. So I keep hearing this, be mindful. Be mindful in where you're putting your energy and your focus right now. Where focus goes, energy flows, and it manifests in your life. So if certain people are being negative, or you're used to hanging with a crowd that really, okay, like y'all out of college now, but they don't really inspire to do much. You're being told, that's not where it's at. It's time to go into that new direction. And this is, that right there is a move of independence, because people might be used to kind of, maybe not guilting you, but sort of just, if we tell such and such to do X, Y, Z, they're just going to do it because we said it. And now you're starting to learn, no, I got my own thing I want to do. I have my own idea of what my success or my life should look like. But get rid of the anxiety of feeling like you need to know it all right now. The guidance is here to prepare you mentally, physically, and spiritually for what's coming, because I do see a lot of blessings, a lot of offers. But if you spend too much time going, what's next? What's next? What's next? Your anxiety will make you miss the ball on a lot of things. Ooh! Bam! We got 2 cards out. We got the High Priestess, and we got the 10 of Wands. Like I said, there's some mystery here. Trust your intuition on the next couple of moves you need to make, but ultimately get excited about the parts that you feel are a little, you're like, I don't know how that's going to go. Your destiny will have many things appearing before you that are so outside of what you can imagine. Just so outside of it. Let the universe flex, babe. Let it do what it's got to do. Make sure that you're just paying attention to where you're investing your time, and that you're not giving yourself more burdens, that you're not weighing yourself down with other people's opinions or thoughts and all that jazz. Be open to listen to genuine guidance, but it doesn't mean that you have to be a carbon copy of what someone else tells you is the blueprint of success. Okay. Oh, wow. Wow. Yeah. What you're manifesting, what you're creating for yourself, it's gonna be of service to others, but be mindful that you're still taking care of you. The Queen of Pentacles, the Queen of Earth, she can get very caught up in taking care of everybody else and nourishing everyone else's needs. And it's like, make sure that you're bringing that focus back on yourself, right? That you're paying attention to how you feel in a certain space, and not just how someone else feels, someone else's comfortabilities. All right. I feel like that's tied into that independence. It may not necessarily, you might have lived on your own, or you could live on your own already. But I just feel like it's saying, I don't need the validation of other people anymore. I've evolved out of that. I don't need to fit someone else's mold. I've evolved out of that. I'm paying attention to how I take care of myself, and yes, the people around me, but I'm making sure that I'm nourishing me. I'm taking that time. That's what that energy is. Victory. What I tell you, claim it. Say it now. I'm already victorious in what I do. I'm triumphant in what I do. I conquer my fears and doubts. I go through them. This energy is that going through it with the Chariot and with this combined, not just trying to go over it or around it. And there's some type of praise, some attention and recognition that you're going to get for achieving new goals. It may not come from the people that you wanted it from. I'm sensing that not all of you have such a supportive group, even though you've graduated. Some of you still have people who, all right, yeah, you out of school, but it's like they're always adding a but or a yet. And the message to you is, listen, where you're journeying, the support, oh, Oh, it'll be there. Soul family, which are the people who may not be related to you or could be related to you, but you're connected to them soulfully, as well as a soul tribe, which is the community that supports you. They may not know you personally, but they support what you do. They like what you present to the world. I feel like someone's going to do something that provides a service to people, like mentorship, or it's literally in the job, in the job description. Maybe you're a speaker. Even if you're doing something that involves using your hands, it's being of service to someone, right? You're gonna get a lot of love for this, a lot of love for it. Just remember that you want to keep in mind the people who are helping you go to the next level, because when that support comes in, they'll push you forward. Never forget them. Never forget that help was there. All right, let's get a few more cards from here, and then we're going to move on to the next deck. And look at that. What was I talking about? Divine connections. Whether this be romantically, platonic, the choices that you make now, the love and care that you give yourself now, the time that you have to grow. And you're always going to be growing. You're always going to be expanding. As you let go, feeling like you need to have everything laid out before you, and you just get into this beautiful, don't fight the tide, flow with it instead. Let it take you where it's trying to go. That support team, that connection, it'll come around you. If you already have supportive people, you're going to see strangers start to come in to support you. And they're not going to be strangers for much longer. If somebody let you down in the past, let that go. Don't hold on to it. What I tell you, be authentic in what you do. Divine justice is on your side. You're getting your just desserts. You're getting your rewards right now. There's an expression, if getting your just desserts causes fear, then you know what you need to work with, because you know that you might have put some energies out in the world that weren't that great, and you need to reevaluate, right? But if it actually makes you feel excited, then that means that you know that all the good that you've done, it's coming back, it's coming home, it's making itself known to you. I feel divine opportunities are on the way here for so many of you. They tried to shoot the whole deck off. Celebrate good times, come on. Some of y'all might be getting married straight out of college. For others, listen, that soul tribe, that soul family, I feel like it's not just that it's coming, it's here. Like, see it as here. Accept it as this is happening. We have, what else fell out? I'm only going to take the ones that fell face up because a lot fell out. We have the page, those divine opportunities. You learned a lot, but there's more to learn from. There's more information coming in, and somebody's going to offer you something really tangible very soon. And we have the Knight of Wands. Take the opportunity. Look how these two are facing each other like they're collaborating. Take those opportunities. Expand upon them. It's your time. The betrayals of the past, let them go. We got here at the bottom of the deck. Before we move on, we've got, look at that independence. Enjoying the fruits of your success. Finally, we have the Strength card. Be courageous in this. And, my confirmation card. I love when the Ace of Swords comes out. Not only clarifying, yes, success is here. Yes, more things will be made clear. But it's saying that the message as a whole is on point. Okay, darlings, we're going to sit that over there. We're going to hop right on into getting further clarification with the Ninja Turtle Tarot. Because, some of y'all here were the underdogs. You gave a lot of support and a lot of help in certain areas. And you may have not always gotten it back. But now it's time. It's time to. Go for it. The Knight of Wands is here again. Look at that. Here again. The journey, get excited. The Knight of Wands doesn't always care about needing to know the details. They're excited about the trip itself. Get excited about your life journey right now. Whatever opportunities come in, use your discernment, tap into your intuition, but trust that you're being presented with opportunities that are for your highest good, and anything that doesn't align with that, let go. The Lovers is back again. Listen, The decisions and the choices you've made thus far are bringing in the connections that are going to be of the utmost importance to you. This is, again, whether it's romantic, platonic, or otherwise. Everything that has an angel encompassed in it. We got justice flipped as well. Look at that. Justice twice. Be truthful and authentic in what you do. And know that if you felt any type of injustice during this time, it's getting handled. It's not about it's getting handled, darling. It's handled already. Some of you could be going to law school. We have Ace of Cups, that renewal. Whatever you thought you missed a chance on, you didn't miss anything. All things that are due you and owed you are coming towards you right now. You didn't miss an opportunity on nothing, babe. We have the Queen of Pizza, the Queen of Pentacles again. A lot of you are going to be providing some type of service that I feel like you might help people that battle with depression. I'm hearing. Some of you, that's the work you're getting into. Let's look at the bottom of the decks here. We have the Sun card. Okay. We got the Knight of Cups. Don't be afraid to go for your dreams and live them. Live them. Be excited. The Knights are always in motion. They're not just the calling card. They're not just the I want to talk to you card. They're the it's happening right now card. We got the Ace of Swords again, baby. Again. Be an authority in what you do with the Emperor energy. And it's a whole new world before you. So let go of any disappointments from the past that might have had you stuck. Let all that go. Because this is what's before you right now. Happiness. For some of you, new relationships are building here, and you're being told be authentic in those relationships and only deal with people being authentic with you. Whatever you're not clear about, trust that clarity will come in. You will have success. Seize the opportunity. Make sure that you're standing in your power. And standing in real power doesn't mean that you put others down. It means that when you are executing your plans and living your ambitions and letting them come into fruition, you're reminding yourself, I'm accomplishing this. I can do this because the world is before me and it's my oyster. I've already completed this one phase. What is it to complete another, right? All right, let's round this off. Let's get some messages from the divine, some messages from your higher self, and then baby, we're going to call it. Ignore any type of chatter going on around you that just isn't serving your purpose right now. Don't compare your life to others. Your journey is your own. And that's on period. That's on period. We got a couple of more. Don't forget to fulfill your needs while fulfilling others. Bam. We're going to sit that right there. We also have you're on a journey of discovering your life purpose. Rejection is your protection. So whatever made you feel rejected in the past. I love when this happens. Let it go. Let go of the idea of you're not ready, and also let go of whatever in the past wasn't serving you. Fears, anxieties, and worries are an illusion. This too shall pass. You can benefit from smudging, meditation, and breath work. And at the bottom of the deck, we have be proud. You've come a long way and trust the signs, sinks you are receiving dreams via dreams and while you're awake. Once again, living your dreams. My darlings, that was your message. I pray that it gave you some clarity, that it resonated and helped you on your journey. Peace, love, and light, beautiful soul.
Hey there everyone, my name is Melissa, and if you were drawn to my video, this is going to be your reading. We are doing messages for graduate students out there. So whether you guys are graduating from college, grad school, high school, whatever your situation is, if you were drawn to this video, there's a message that is here for you. If you guys do want to connect with me outside of this video, you can always check me out on my own YouTube channel, Tarot by Melissa. I'm sure that will be linked in the description box down below. So let's go ahead and see. I'm going to pull some cards for you guys from the tarot, and then we might work with an oracle deck. We'll just kind of see where the reading takes us. So, messages for grads. hold up. I'm gonna pull a few. Okay. So first things first for you guys, your reading is starting off with some really major exciting energy, and we do have the energy of the World card coming up for you. So the World is amazing because this literally is talking about you guys closing out a massive cycle, a huge, huge chapter in your life. I think this makes a lot of sense to get this in a reading for graduate students or recent graduates, however you would say it. It's been a long time since I've graduated from anything, so sorry if I sound a little scattered with that. But you know, the World card, it's all about conclusions, right? It's all about closing out of major chapters. And for a lot of us, when we graduate from high school, we graduate from college, whatever the situation is, this is usually us closing out a huge chapter in our lives, right? Especially for those of you that are graduating from like college, for instance. I mean, really anything, but college is huge, right? Because usually you've moved away from home, you have like a whole new community and like friends, and you're away from your family, right? So it's like this whole way of life that is now coming to an end. But the beauty of the World card is that with this door closing, with this chapter concluding for you, you're now able to move on into the next phase of your life. And so I definitely feel like a lot of you guys have learned a lot of really important lessons as you're closing out this cycle that you will be able to take over and carry over with you as you move forward into whatever the next phase of your life is. So whether this means going in for more school, and maybe you're going to graduate school now, or going from high school to college, or going from college out into the workforce, right? Like, you want to really reflect and think about what were some of the major lessons that you learned during this phase in your life that you are now leaving behind? Because those are the lessons that you're going to be able to take with you as you level up to the next chapter. I do feel like for a lot of you guys, I want to highlight here, we have the Three of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. So the Three of Pentacles is all about teamwork and collaboration, right? So for some of you, I feel like there has been a lot of maybe valuable lessons that you've learned around how to be a team player, how to connect and collaborate with others. And if this isn't something that you've learned yet in your previous chapter that you're closing out, I do feel like there's an undertone here of teamwork and partnership that is going to prove to be quite significant for you as you embark on your next path. You know, this is super important. I think especially if for those of you that are going out into the workforce and you're, you know, going out and maybe applying for your first jobs, things like that, being able to say that you are a team player is one thing, but being able to actually speak to tangible examples of how you're a team player is something totally different, right? So I would say that during this time, it's going to be very important for you to think about how you show up for others in a work environment, how you show up as a team player. What does that look like for you, right? And how do you in turn inspire others to want to be a team player and to play on your team, right? So this is a huge, huge energy that I feel coming through for you guys. If it's not something you've learned already, I feel like it's coming in with this next phase. You guys also have the Strength card coming up here, as well as the Ace of Swords. So I definitely think for a lot of you guys, I am feeling a little bit of like an uneasiness in my solar plexus area, which is kind of like the chakra here that's right in the stomach region. And for those of you that don't know, it's kind of interesting too. The Strength card has a lot of yellow in it, which is associated with the color of the solar plexus chakra. But the Strength card it's all about courage, right? It's all about being able to be confident in yourself to handle or wrangle any challenge that's put in front of you. So I definitely am sensing that maybe some of you guys have a little bit of fears or anxieties or maybe some uncertainties around this next chapter of your life. I do want to be here to reassure you that this is like totally, totally normal, and that everybody goes through this. You know, even someone like me, I've been out in like the corporate workforce for a really long time, and even I get nervous in certain instances where I'm about to embark on a new cycle, right? So this is totally, totally normal. You know, the Strength card is really cool because this really talks about being able to really control our impulses as well, right? So I think kind of going back to, you know, this teamwork energy, right? For those of you that really resonated with this message, you know, the Strength card is really talking about when it comes to working with others, strength can come in a couple of different ways, right? Strength can be talking about like, you know, being that bold, outgoing person who is, you know, able to be the leader of the group, right? But strength can also talk about knowing when to hold back, right? So in this card, we have this beautiful woman and she is taming this wild animal, which is a lion here, right? And so I feel like for a lot of you guys, I don't want you to be afraid of being the silent leader or of being the leader or the person on the team who is able to influence through having a more gentle approach, right? Because if you notice here, this woman is taming the lion through taking a very gentle approach. So you don't have to feel like you need to kind of force your hand or really show up and have to like exert this big personality to get results or exert this big personality, you know, to be successful or to win people over. You know that expression that sometimes you kill more flies with honey than vinegar, right? Meaning like you're going to win more people over to your team, quote unquote, if you are able to take that more gentle, more restrained approach, right? So for some of you guys, I feel like maybe you're having this anxiety because you feel like you have to be this person that you're not, and maybe you are a little bit more reserved. I want you to know that it's totally okay and that I totally relate to this because I tend to be a more reserved type of person in the workplace as well. And I've been very successful doing work this way that I'm showing you here in the strength card, right? Now for others of you, if that aspect of the strength card doesn't resonate with you, this could also be talking about a side of yourself that still needs to be like fine-tuned, right? So maybe some of you guys relate more to the lion in this picture versus the woman taming the lion, which is normal. That's totally okay, right? Maybe some of you guys that were drawn to my video are super outgoing and you are courageous. Maybe some of you are Leo energy, right? Which loves to be in the spotlight and loves to lead, right? I think that for you guys, this is going to be a time where you're learning how to be authentic and how to be yourself, but knowing when it is the right moment to be that big lion personality and really authoritatively go after what you want, and when you want to dial it back a little bit. So it's almost like a message I'm getting around flexibility here. And I think it all ties back into this undertone of working with people, being able to work well and harmoniously with others. So closing out our little mini spread here, we do have the Ace of Swords coming through. So for all of you guys that chose my video, you know, the Ace of Swords, this is all about the way that we think about things. This is also the way that we vocalize and communicate, right? So again, going back to our undertone of teamwork here and working with people, when it comes to working with people, the Ace of Swords is saying that it's going to be very important for you to be as clear as possible in your communication. Be clear about your intentions and what it is that you want from your mind, in your head, what it is you're thinking, right? But then be able to clearly vocalize these things to others. The more direct and the more, what's the word I'm looking for? Yeah, I guess the more direct you are, the less room that it leaves for any sort of confusion, right? And confusion and sometimes passive aggressive energy, this can be like the downfall of having a cooperative and collaborative team unit, right? So I think that this is a time where you guys are not only learning how to be more confident in yourself, right? Learning how to either tame the beast or tame the beast of the people around you. You're also learning how to authentically express yourself in a way that's very clear and concise and direct. For some of you guys also with this Ace of Swords, I'm getting that this new chapter in your life is really affording you the opportunity to sort of look at your next steps, maybe your career, maybe the next bout of school that you're going into. But the Ace of Swords is sort of about seeing something from a totally different perspective, right? Almost having like an aha moment about something. So I would do a little bit of self-reflection on that and ask yourself, you know, am I going into this next phase of my life really looking at my next steps from a unique and different perspective? Or how can I see things from a different perspective? Especially if some of you guys have been feeling a little bit of that anxiety or that fearfulness, right? Sometimes it's good to sort of shift out of that by saying, hey, like, I know that I feel a little bit uncertain about the future right now. I know I'm feeling a little anxious, right? But the Ace of Swords is saying, why don't we switch our mindset around this and take a look at this as a new adventure, right? This is a new adventure for me versus something I have to be scared of. All right, so I want to go ahead, I think we are just going to go ahead and close it out with one more tarot card for you guys. So I'm going to just pull one more card just to close it out. And let's just see what comes through. One more message of advice. for my graduates that chose my video. Ooh, so we have the Page of Pentacles. And we do have the Five of Cups at the bottom of the deck. So I definitely want to pause and talk a little bit about that as well. So the Page of Pentacles, you guys, is really talking about, it's really talking about just continuing to be curious, right? First things first, you know, the page is talking about being new, right? So for those of you that maybe you are like fresh out of college and you're not like looking for your first job, you know, just keep in mind that you are new, right? You're coming into this with maybe not having as much hands-on experience, hands-on work experience as other working professionals that might be in your field. And that is totally okay. Page of Pentacles is all about being patient with yourself, really taking things one step at a time. We're not going to get there overnight. It's going to be a process. Page of Pentacles is also talking about continuing to be curious, continuing to learn, continuing to further your learning, and really ask yourself, what are the lessons you're learning as you're going along your way, right? So for me, the Page of Pentacles is the student card. So maybe for some of you, you will be doing more school to help set you up for success on whatever career path you're on. But for others of you, this is simply just talking about continuing to learn, continuing to study, right? You see how he is looking at this pentacle and he's really examining it. He's scrutinizing it. He's looking at it all over, right? So this is something that you all are going to want to do as you move forward on this new path. You know, like let's say that you're applying for jobs, right? You want to really scrutinize those jobs. You really want to look at the job description and really study them and say, do I feel excited about this? You know, is this meeting all the criteria that I'm looking for in a role, right? And also have those questions prepared to ask any recruiters or hiring managers that you're going to connect with. They love when you ask them questions, you guys. So being curious is going to be your best friend in this next phase of your life. And with the Five of Cups at the bottom, you guys, again, you know, this is a card of disappointments, regrets, you know? So I definitely feel that going forward, there may be some bumps along the way. Maybe some of you guys right now are coming into this reading already feeling like you've experienced a setback of some kind. That's normal. That's going to happen, you know, especially for those of you that are in the job market right now and you're looking for work. You know, I can tell you guys that it is really interesting out there. You know what I mean? There are a lot of jobs to be had, but it can sometimes feel really challenging getting interviews or things like that. So whatever it is, whatever setbacks or disappointments that you guys have experienced already, or any disappointments or setbacks that you will experience that have yet to pass, just remember with the Page of Pentacles to continue to find the lesson in it. Continue to reflect, continue to think about, okay, you know what, this situation didn't work out for me. I'm bummed about this, I'm disappointed, but let me be curious and think about, what did I learn from this experience, right? Let's say you guys, I don't know, do an interview for a company and you feel like, well, I didn't get the job. You feel like something didn't work out, right? So you're sad, you're disappointed. How can you take the initiative to learn something from that situation so that it makes you better for the next time, right? Is it sending a message, right, to the person that interviewed you and ask for some feedback? Is it doing a little bit of self-reflection, right, with the Ace of Swords and thinking about it? Trying to see it from a different perspective, right? There's a lot of different things that this can look like, but the ultimate goal for you needs to just be patient with yourself, continue to be curious, and continue to learn as you go forward. So I hope that you all found this reading helpful. Congratulations to everyone out there who is a recent graduate. Again, if you do want to connect with me outside of this video today, you can feel free to follow me on my YouTube channel, Tarot by Melissa, which should be linked in the description box down below. Looking forward to seeing you all soon. Bye.
Hello my loves, so let us start our reading. First, I want to take a look at your current energy to see where you are at this time in your life, at this time on your journey. So, we have 8 of Wands and 3 of Pentacles. Okay. We also have the Tower at the bottom. Your current energy symbolizes some sort of movement that is either happening or is going to happen in your life. Maybe you're waiting for a reply, for an answer, for some sort of communication to come your way that would really help boost your foundation. We have this energy of clear and honest communication, some sort of collaboration maybe, or something in regards to being in a team, working in a team. Maybe you're looking for some way to accelerate your movement forward, something that would help you gain more momentum in your personal pursuits, or maybe professional, or maybe in your studies. I don't know, but we are looking here at this energy of trying to bring more movement, more energy, more communication, or more teamwork into something that, quite honestly, might feel a bit stagnant at this time. Sure, we have some stable ground, some solid foundation, yet there is something here that you're kind of waiting on. I don't know what it is. Maybe you're looking for an opportunity to kind of expand or to explore different options. Maybe you're looking for the ways to improve your communication with someone that you're working with, or maybe you're looking for something that would make this more exciting for you. I don't know. But we have some solid ground, we have some solid foundation. That is wonderful. And I do feel like you could benefit from maybe networking or allowing more kind of teachers into your life. You know, sometimes we are able to be taught through people, by the spirit, by the universe, not in a way that we would expect, like not in an educational manner, but some sort of exchange of opinions, exchange of skills, maybe. Yeah, that's cool. Oh yeah, and the tower. The tower is telling me that something in your life isn't going the way you expect, and maybe not even in the way that you want it to go. Maybe some things were destroyed and it's leaving a bad taste in your mouth, and quite honestly it feels bitter because it's like you were shot straight through your heart. Maybe it was something that was dear to you, something that seemed solid and strong and stable. The tower could also represent something that used to keep you safe, or it used to feel safe and solid. What energy is moving towards you? The sun. Okay. White Newman. And Six of Pentacles. Oh my gosh. Okay, so this card, all right, it's a major arcana that isn't exclusive to this deck only. It's like special, it's unique, just like you. We have some clarity coming in, we have some good sunny days coming in, and there is an opportunity to create through action and to create something out of nothing. This almost feels like a second chance of some sort. I don't feel like it's with anyone in particular. It's not like an ex coming back. It's more like reconnecting with yourself, reconnecting with something that maybe used to bring you joy and still does, but you know, something what's happening preventing you from doing that. And there was a reason for that, because the concept of how you approached this needed to be reconstructed. Okay, something needed to be shifted within you. It's not even about the method or the way you do things or how you approach it, how you look at it. It's more about your energy. It's like your outlook has changed, and maybe the intention behind it is changing as well. Okay, so we have some good positive energy coming in, guys. And you know, for some onlookers, people who don't really know you, who don't really know what you're going through or went through or something like that, it might seem like out of nowhere. But we know, and you know, that there was a lot of work put into it. Maybe you have been working on perfecting your skills, right? And trying to get better, trying to get as much information as possible about something, you know, really doing your work, really being open for insights and even criticism and advice. And there we go, we see the results. We see some positivity here, and we see more energy. Just like I was saying here, you wanted the energy to gain momentum, and there it is. There we have it. Okay, so let us also take a look at some additional messages, some advice for the people watching and tuning in. Hostilities. Okay, 2 cards. It's time to take action, and your dreams need a practical plan. We also have indecision at the bottom here. I also want to grab it really quick. Okay, so it seems to me like the things that you want, other people may want too, so there may be some competition here, or maybe some people are competing with you and you don't even know about it. But we do have some energy from the outside that is, you know, a bit and the spirit is asking you to plan ahead, you know, in case there is some roadblock here. Maybe it's your loved ones, I don't know, your friends, or the people in your life, just in general, who are trying to give you some advice that is not really solicited, it's not really helpful, and they might be kind of unsupportive of your dreams and of what you're trying to make for yourself. You need a practical plan, and you need to take action. So, okay, it's almost like you've got to move from this energy of indecision into more proactive energy. Right, once again. Just visually, I am for some reason thinking of stubbornness. So maybe you need to be like stubborn, determined with your dreams and with your goals, even if people may say some things about it. What? I've been using this deck the whole day while I was doing readings, and even prior to that. And I found a tarot card from a completely different tarot deck. Here. 8 of Pentacles. Okay. So, yeah, working. Skills. Perfecting your craft. You've been investing those extra hours and energy into this. I'm hearing it's just a matter of time. It's just a matter of time. Regeneration. What I was saying about second chances. Happy, yeah. Of course it's gonna make you happy and feel very confident. Okay, so believe in your skills. Believe in the foundation that you have built for yourself. Have this determination to see it through. Yes, of course, there could be people, being jealous of how far you go. There could be people who just don't get what you do. Some people may just not like you because, there are all kinds of people out there. But don't be scared to express yourself and to go after what you've been working so hard for because of other people's opinions. Possible, okay? Yeah, I feel like there will be some sort of opportunity. Yeah, some sort of opportunity that you need to take a chance on. To step outside of your comfort zone, to step outside and go into this big world and kind of expand and take the temple path. It's directing you towards your destiny, towards your life purpose, and we have all kinds of spirits supporting you on this path. Yeah, okay. Wow. So this is what I got for you. I really hope that the reading resonated. I really hope that you enjoyed it. And thank you so much to Kat for allowing me to be a part of this experience, of this collaboration. It was very fun, and yeah, I hope to see you guys maybe sometimes soon. Bye bye.
Hello there, graduates. Thank you so much for picking me as your tarot reader today. I am so honored to be the vessels of your spiritual team, whether it is the universe, your higher self, your future self, your spirit guides, or your ancestors. I am just honored to be able to be used as a vessel to their words in order to spread off some of their wisdom to you that you need to hear right now. I am Kim Szeto, and I am just a student of the world, just like you are. I understand how overwhelming, exciting, but scary at the same time the world can be after you graduate. It's been 10 years for me, exactly 10 years. I graduated college in 2012, so it's been a little bit of a while, but I still understand and resonate how overwhelming this world can be. And so in today's video, I'm really hoping to just give you some words of advice that you can take as you navigate the real world. I have created a community for anyone who loves to dig deep into their most buried desires. And so if this is something that you resonate with, definitely keep watching. Hello there, graduates. These are the cards that I have previously picked for you. We have here Glamour, Best Possible Decision, Authenticity, Patience, Ace of Earth, Chariot, Page of Fire, and Ten of Fire in reverse. So in this group here, we see here in Glamour, it says, into this mirror, I now see the realm of possibilities. And we also have Patience and the Ace of Earth together, which together is telling me that like there is definitely some sort of like glamorous job or like glamorous life that you are aspiring to become, which is great, and that you have like all these enthusiasm that comes with being a freshly graduate, and it is awesome. It is like the energy that we really need right now. There's nothing wrong with being excited and being just very thrilled about what's coming, but I also do want to let you know that there needs to be patient in what you do. Understand that you are still very young and that there's a lot of things that you will need to go through in order for you to have the glamorous lifestyle that you want. There will be hard work, there will be time, there will be effort that needs to be sacrificed in order for you to get there. However, the Ace of Earth here is telling me that if you are currently looking for a job or an opportunity, it will come to you. It will require work, but it will be the beginning of the glamour that you are looking for. There is definitely like a sense of an opportunity that's coming, recognition, and also people understanding that you are you know, just like you are what they need right now. There is like a perfect fit type of thing that I am seeing. And because it is also related to the best possible decision, it is telling me that like follow your intuition and follow what it is that you feel right when it comes to like a job hunt, or just whatever endeavor that you want to work on. Just understand that if you are following your intuition, it will lead you to your best possible decision. We also have here the Chariot. The Chariot is telling me that as long as you follow intuition, once again, that's very important. Follow your intuition. Just know that it will lead you to whatever it is that you want, the decision, very, very quickly. It will be something that you get to control. It will be something that you get to like choose on your own, and that you make the decision yourself. But just know that at the end of the day, what's really important is for you to follow your intuition and follow like what life is coming to, like giving you. Like it's okay to kind of like go with the flow, and just understand that sometimes when you are, you know, just at the beginning of practicing your intuition, just go with the flow, go with what feels right. You know, it's okay to, when you're still young, make mistakes, because inevitably mistakes need to be made. And so even if you feel like you're not sure about the path you're going into, just try it out. Just go into it and see what happens. Obviously the best thing is to follow your intuition, but at the end of the day, be very authentic to yourself. You need to be honing into your authenticity. Who I truly am is good indeed. I am authentic in thought, word, and deed. Meaning that like you don't compromise yourself and your morals just to you know, be cool, or like just to like get a job. You need to still be very authentic to yourself. The Page of Fire here is signifying a lot of exciting opportunities upcoming. It means that like there is definitely a very huge sense of passion and a lot of like greatness that is coming to you. We got 2 aces here, which they both are telling me that like it's a very good start to a new beginning for you here, graduates. And so it is like a really great that you like got this reading, and that it is really signifying a really good sign to the beginning of your new life. We also have here the 10 of Fire in reverse, which is telling me that like you will be busy because you will be starting a new life, and it's okay to ask for help. I know that at the beginning of a job, it's very difficult to like ask for help sometimes, because you don't want people to feel like you don't know how to do anything. But at the end of the day, once again, because it is on the group with the authenticity, just stay authentic and tell yourself, when you need help, ask for help. When you do need it, just ask for it, because that's what authentically you need. And honestly, sometimes as someone who has been in the workforce longer, it is better to just tell me that you can't do something or that you need help than it is to like waste all this time and go back and redo it. So that's really what it is. Let's see what other card we have for you here, graduates. We have the 5 of Wands in reverse. We also have Knight of Swords in reverse, 4 of Wands, 4 of Swords, and also Page of Coins. So with the 5 of Wands in reverse, it is telling me that there needs to be compromise in your new workplace, and it is completely normal that that happens because you are being thrown into a new group of people. So they may not be kind of like problem solve or like think about things the way that you have been used to. So it's time for you to go in there, kind of identify what's going on and give in your all, whether it is like how, you know, showing them how you would resolve it, or understand that this is how they work and that you have to work alongside them. So there's a lot of like, there's a learning curve that needs to happen here at a new job. I'm also seeing here in the 9 of Swords in reverse that despite all of this, that despite that there could be a lot of chaotic energy that's going on, you need to rise above what is the office drama or all of that stuff, and not get involved in those, because it would just really bring your energy down, and you're not there for drama. You're not there for that. You're really there, once again, to get to your aspirational goal of your life, and also being authentically yourself. If you are not someone that is, you know, you don't like drama, then don't get involved. You can rise above it. And also here in the 4 of Wands is telling me that if you want to, it's it's like you can choose kind of like the chaotic route of like being in the workforce, or try to see it in a way that is like, you know, it gives you happiness, it gives you like stability in life, it gives you the opportunity to pursue more in life other than, you know, outside of work. There is a lot that like having a stable income, having like a job, all of those like really fulfilling roles could bring to you. However, you need to be the one who choose to see it that way, because there are so many ways to see things. You could definitely get sucked into the dramatic part of things. You can get sucked into the frustration of work, but it's also your choice to whether or not to see it as something that is bringing you amazing abundance. Also, we have the Four of Swords here, which is a reminder to really take care of yourself in this situation when you're new to the workforce, or you're new to the, you know, postgraduate life. There is a lot to be explored, there's a lot to do, and like I know that, you know, with FOMOing and with like being young, you want to just do everything and anything that you want, but just make sure that you are taking the time to do some self-care, taking the time to take care of yourself, and like not get sucked into the things that are not necessary in your life. At the end of the day, again, being authentic is everything that you need in order for you to stay sane, stay yourself, and stay like focused. Otherwise, it's very easy for you to get to a burnout stage and get to a stage where you just feel really jaded right away about your job. And so that's why taking care of yourself and not seeing things as seriously as they are, taking things lightly, and like understand that you get to choose your perspective in life is how you're able to maintain the enthusiasm and authenticity that you do have. Let's pull a couple more cards for you. Let's see what cards we have before we end this video. Detox, you look like a shit show, and stop talking. That's hilarious. Let's see what the back says. Detox, the back says, drink a smoothie, unfriend that asshole, and throw some shit out. You are a hot mess. Fact, clean yourself up. Stop talking says, shut your mouth and listen. Very interesting here, graduates. I actually really love these cards because the reason why we got detox here, it's on top of like what I was talking about, the drama and the glamour, right? And so what it's saying is that you need to detox yourself of that, like, you know, glamour, the fake glamour that you think you that is actually glamour when it actually isn't. You know, glamour means many different things, and it ultimately it needs to mean what it means to you in your life, and that it brings you value, right? It can't just be like, oh, you know, I feel so glamorous going to the office and talking shit about people. It's not about that. If that's not authentically you, then it's not what it's about. You need to detox and understand that like you can't let, you know, drown in other people's like misery, and understand that you need to like clean yourself out of all of those toxic energy, because you are young and you are so susceptible to what other people might be thinking, and that like you need to be able to like kind of become your own person. In here, in your hot mess, fact, clean yourself up, and the front it says you look like a shit show. So I think that like intuitively what I'm seeing here, it's kind of like a weird card, not gonna lie, but like what I am seeing is that like you need to be professional in your work life now, and that like you're now kind of like have to bring out the professionalism within you, and understand that like you can't just be saying anything to everyone, you can't just look like anything to anyone. You know, like when you're in school, you can just, you know, get up in sweats and like go to school, but that's not the case anymore. You are in the real world, and so just remember that you have to bring out the professionalism in you, and shut your mouth and listen and stop talking. Really, it's just to remind you that at the end of the day, you're here to learn. You are still, you know, like the junior of the work, and so like you're here to learn and understand, and so even though it is necessary to put in your input and like tell people what you think, it's also equally more important to stop talking and listen to what other people are saying. That many people in this world have many more years of experience before you, and that they have gone through what you have gone through. So when they are talking and when they are giving you advice, just understand that it is coming from the goodness of their hearts and they are trying to help you, even though sometimes it is hard to accept. But just remember that they're trying to help you. And the 10 of fire in reverse, once again, it's saying that ask for help when you need to, and that like, you know, when people are giving you help, just listen and just listen to what they have to say, even if you don't agree with them in the first place. So that's the reading I have for you, graduates. I hope you resonate with today's reading, and if you do, don't forget to check out my channel, and it is called I Am Kim Szeto. I would also really love for you to follow me on Instagram, also I Am Kim Szeto. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you liked today's video. Bye.
Hey there, graduates that chose me, Velvet Cat. So I specifically asked my spirit guides to connect me with graduates of any level, any age, and grade, as long as you are creative. So this could mean that you're pursuing a creative career, or you have a creative business as a main thing or a side thing. And we're going to start your reading by using Oracle to look at what you need to know in your journey. All right, so you got the cards in in the very center. First of all, you got this one that says there's no need to be so hard on yourself. You're managing as best as you can. Yes, you are. That is a powerful affirmation right there. Powerful encouragement. And the next one that stands out to me is this one that says begin now. Take your first step. So immediately, the guidance that I'm seeing is to get out there and explore. Don't stop yourself, because through every mistake, every achievement, every challenge, every part of your journey, you are learning, improving, and speeding up your success. Then you also got these icon cards. The artist Filippo Marinetti, which says here, forward march, looking backward ensures a broken neck. Your art should wage war, and the only constant will always be contradiction. Along with Susie Menkes, which says here, fashion is a statement of intent. A pompadour quiff is a signature. Find one of your own. And don't wait for a rainy day to wear your favorite clothes. So from these, I'm receiving the messages about not being afraid to cause a bit of controversy, a bit of ruckus, be rebellious, because I'm feeling here a very fiery spirit. You could be a trendsetter, an innovator, someone that tries new things before everyone else does. So you could even be looking into new forms of expression, like futuristic technology, futuristic methods that you can incorporate with your traditional knowledge. And I feel here like these two icons have this advice for you to figure out what you want your message to be, what you want your brand to represent. Like how this is talking about art that has a powerful cause, and how here she's talking about a signature hairstyle. We'll dig a little deeper into all of these cards in a little bit, but the other cards that you also got are Treasure Island, card number 9, Fork in the Road, card number 13, Anna, Grandmother of Jesus, which says seeding the light, laying foundations, and divine plan. Along with Journey by Moonlight, which says believe in magic. So what I wanted to do with tarot was to look into some challenges that you could perhaps encounter throughout your journey, And that way, these cards could perhaps be the guidance as to how you can get through them. So let's see, what is like one challenge you could experience in your journey after graduation? There's that one. Let's see, another challenge you could experience. Oops, too many. We'll take this one. And one final challenge. Of course, there could probably be more. We don't know, but let's see one more that seems to be important here for you to become aware of. All right, so you got 5 of Cups, Empress reversed, and the 10 of Cups also reversed. So what I see here first with this 5 of Cups, that is the card of crying over spilled milk and feeling like you'll never reach your destination, your success, feeling unworthy, feeling like you know what you want, but it's so out of reach. This is a bit of a pessimist energy where you're in doom and gloom. So the card that I feel could be your advice for this one is this card about moonlight and magic, because it's reminding me of the actual moon card, which is the energy of uncertainty and worries. It's also the essence of kind of like focusing on the bright side, seeing the magic in darkness, shining a light in darkness. So I feel like your guidance here is to transmute this negative energy into your creations. For example, anytime you are feeling this way, you can create ideas that are bold, ideas that get you out of your head, ideas that feel like positive affirmations and vision boarding, so that it changes up your energy, and also you could be inspiring others through your own journey. Then, of course, the other guidance message would be this one from the Treasure Island card, which has a little turtle, or big turtle, whatever, turtle here, which is an animal, a creature that takes its time traveling. And they do tend to travel in packs. So that would be about reminding you to take your time, be in your own journey, don't compare yourself to others, be patient with yourself, patient with the process, and do as many collaborations as you can so that everyone learns together, inspires each other, and levels up together. Then it'll also be important to stay connected with those people, build solid connections. Then the Empress card here being reversed is the energy of actually like energy drain, overdoing yourself, falling into the toxic hustle culture, being in lack mentality. This will be a challenge to overcome, where you'll need to make decisions out of passion, not out of fear. That's what this fork in the road is. Make sure that what you're doing is what you're passionate about, not just that you're doing it to chase money. Because if you're constantly hustling and staying up late hours, forgetting about your health, forgetting about your family and friends, this is a subconscious fear of what I was saying here, that you wouldn't reach your destination. So if you have this fear, you would be making choices while holding back, like holding back on your finances, your investments, holding back to not be canceled or to not do wrong, to not be judged, therefore not being your true self. Compared to the mindset where you feel like you'll succeed, you trust it, where your essence is already abundance, in which you're strategizing like a boss, strategizing like you're already successful, and trusting that your ideas will be welcomed, that others will connect with them. Then the final challenge with this 10 of Cups, I feel like this is about knowing exactly what it is you want. Of course, you don't need to know everything immediately. You can get there, so it'll be important to journal or at least be self-aware as time passes about what it is that brings you joy and what doesn't, rather than keeping on going like in a hamster wheel mindlessly, letting whatever happens to come your way. So it'll be important to be aware of where you need to redirect your energy. That way you can manifest your dream life or at least a dream life that the divine gifts you with. Because there are a few different ways you can get there. So one way would be for those of you that have no idea what it is that you want as your future. You feel a spark, you know what you're passionate about, but let's say you don't know how successful you want to be. You don't know if you want to be rich, or you don't know if you want to get a job. Then this is why I'm saying to be aware as to where you need to redirect, because you can try out all sorts of different things to see how they make you feel, and check in every once in a while to analyze your choices, the outcomes, how you'll narrow down what it is that you envision for your future as you get to know yourself through all of your experiences. And then those of you that do know what you want for your future, or at least have a strong idea of it, then recognize this as a blessing because of the fact that not everyone knows this. This already gives you so much more power. You have somewhere to start, and it'll be important to spend time, how this card says, laying down the foundations, making a plan. And as I advise to those others that don't know what exactly they wish to manifest, you'll still need to check in every once in a while. Whether what you're doing is working, or you'll need to re-strategize, seek additional help. But all of you don't need to be perfect from the start. So start somewhere, and then as time goes by, you can perfect, you can clean up, invest in higher education or more professional tools, and compete with yourself and your past rather than with others. Plus, another reason I'm saying to check in every once in a while, and the reason why this 10 of Cups is reversed, is because people might think that they want riches without realizing all of the work that is involved. And for some, some paths, it might even involve a lot of attention. And what if you don't like a lot of attention? So really think about what you're willing to struggle through, to challenge yourself to improve, and pay attention to all the ways that you can be successful in a way that brings you peace and happiness, not in the way that the society dictates. So that's the reading I got for you. If it resonated, let me know down in the comments below. I always love reading what people have to say, and I hope you also like this video, subscribe to my channel, and turn on the notification bell so that you don't miss my videos every time I post. Thank you for watching.